speaking of reaching out, some people might be too scared to reach out or don't know from where to start. What would be your guidance on this? How can people reach out?
Well, it's important to feel safe when you reach out. And by feeling safe, I mean physically safe and emotionally safe as well. So when you feel ready, because that's it, you have to feel ready because you're about to face your realities, to express yourself or to share with other people what's going on. Start off perhaps with a friend or a family member or someone that's close to you, or if you're at school, a teacher, guidance counselor, who you know though that they are someone safe. So, for example, if you know that your mom's character is patronizing, if your mom is the type of person perhaps who looks down on you or thinks less of you, and you know that everything you do for her it's wrong, I'm not telling you don't speak to your mom, but considering the delicateness of the situation, you want to be believed because you should be believed. You want to feel safe. You don't want to feel stupid for being in this situation. So you don't need to reach out by the book to your parents or to your best friend or to whoever because that's how it should go. Who you feel comfortable with, speak to them. So that is like the first step I would suggest. As things escalate though, hopefully they don't escalate too much because then you don't want to wait too long. Technically you file a police report and that will then hopefully by time get into the court system. But let's forget that because the truth is there are delays in these things, right? The backlog is galore. But ultimately you need to be safe. Now whether you go to court or whether you never go to court, you have to feel safe. The safest way is to form a safety plan. The way to form a safety plan is to reach out to services who rationally, who are out of the situation, looking in, can guide you toward your safety. The facts are that when a survivor, because I no longer like to use the word victim, even if you are in the abusive relationship, so long as you are still pushing through, no matter the strength that you have, you are surviving. So it is important that a survivor reaches out to services like SOAR or the Domestic Violence Unit or the Domestic Violence Agency as well, if I'm not mistaken. And together with a professional, with a social worker or with a therapist, they will guide you in the most convenient and comfortable and safest way for you to get out of that relationship. Because as I was saying, it is the most crucial moment when a survivor is trying to leave a relationship. Unfortunately, they are at high risk over there. But although you are at high risk, and this is IV stance, and then, although you are at high risk, there are safe ways and there are people who care and you have the capability and you have the resilience. Yes, there's a risk, but if you do it safely, you're going to do it safely. You know, and that is something, like I said, yes, we see the negatives on the news and then on the media, and it's important, right? But as well, let's give the feeling of hope. Because if you are just going to see constantly a black bruised woman, a black and blue bruised woman, or male, right? Because anyone can be in these situations, you might, not by the intention of the platform was publishing this information, because they're publishing the truth, but you might and then start to kind of do the link of that happens to me, look how sad that woman or that man is in that photo, that's how I'll be in the dark. So you are also giving a negative connotation with that image, which is effective. But let's not totally brush off the element of hope. Because once we lose hope, we don't see the point.